Welcome back. I'm going to do video 2 on healing strategies for anxiety. And I'm going to share a story from someone who I love and just kind of an interesting story. But, we all grew up. Each of us needs such unique individual healing from our Father. But it comes through people in relationship. So we don't know sometimes why we're having battles of anxiety. And like I said in the first video, everyone else around us can point their finger at things and be like, this is why, this is your problem. And we're like, I don't get that. I don't see that. God, I don't get that. And it's now really challenging because everyone's pointing this out, and I really would like them off my back, and I don't really know how to get them off my back. But now I have that on top of like not wanting this problem. And anyway, in the midst of that, I'm going to share this story. So this is kind of like funny story, but also like a healing story. And okay, so someone I know got married, and how many of us know, like, well, I've never been married and I've never had an intimate relationship like that. But I do know, I can imagine, I guess, that when you're facing that level of intimacy, and intimacy is first at the spirit level, and then, there's the intimacy in our spirit and our soul and our body, right? And so it's the fruit of that then should be, the final conclusion then is physical. It should never be that first. It's first to spiritual safety and intimacy. And when that's not there, there's going to be fear. And we don't always know why that fear is there. We all grew up in a family. We all grew up under authority. We all grew up seeing marriage expressed in certain ways, and we don't know where it was like messed up or not messed up or whatever. And then we get in a relationship and we're like, I'm having fear and I don't know why. Anxiety is an expression of fear, and I don't want to have that. And now I have walls maybe even in my marriage, and I don't know why I have that, but I don't want to have that. And so here's how God can get in the middle of that, because God knows what we don't know. And he knows how to get down to the deep level of things that I don't even know, right? I need my Father to minister to me in ways and heal my heart in ways that I don't even know how it's broken, right? God, just help me. I need him to help dress me. And people might think that's stupid, but I have battled a lot of self-hatred around my body. And so I need him to help me so that I do not hate myself when I look in the mirror and feel like I'm ugly when I look and like hear devils tell me and criticize everything about my body and everything about myself. So, each of us need help in supernatural ways, and God knows how to father us. Or we've just felt rejected, by men or by whatever, or this or that, and we're like, God, I just don't even know how to do that. And God knows when we're vulnerable with him, when we're let him minister to us in our weaknesses. God knows how to come in and minister in those areas. So let me just share a simple story about someone who I know, who I love. The first year of this woman's marriage, she had hiccups almost the entire year. Hiccups, if you know anything about physiological stuff, can be an expression of fear and anxiety. So for whatever reason, she was battling fear and anxiety for the first year of marriage. And she had never had sex before or whatever, but for whatever reason, right? We all grow up in not perfect homes and under not perfect marriages. And I have seen this woman just come so much more into herself. And I know that a lot of that is the fruit of just her husband loving her and letting God love her in the midst of that relationship. It's never helpful for a woman to just be told what the problem is, or even, have someone come in and try to back tell us what the solution is, or try to fix us by telling us what our problem is and how we need to fix that. It doesn't help. But God has ways of ministering to the heart of the woman with perfect love casting out fear, or he just knows how to heal those things. We don't know how to do it. The man doesn't know what to do. I mean, we're like gonna be like a big, huge, fat mess. I don't know how God deals with me, but I'm super grateful that he's God. But he knows how to get involved with a man's heart and love that woman specifically and uniquely in the ways that she needs to be loved. And God is the only one who can lead us. He knows how to meet that woman to minister to the man in the ways that he needs to be ministered by a woman, because women didn't always treat him with the honor and the dignity in the throneship and the kingship that he's positioned in as a man, as a husband. And he maybe hasn't seen that completely modeled perfectly in his parents. Definitely probably not, because none of us are perfect. And so he needs that special woman that God has for him to minister to him in those ways. And that woman needs that particular man that God has chosen to cover her and minister to her in love in those ways that her heart needs to be healed. God knows how to bring those marriages together, and he knows how to meet the woman and the man so that it matches and it breaks down those walls of division, and it brings that unity and that love in that order of the covenant that God has prepared for each of them. So that was like a 6-minute long. I don't think I have anything more to say in that. So yeah, I think that's it. All right. God bless you. Is there anything else? Oh, I was thinking about this. I did have some thoughts about this morning. I was thinking about the mouth. So this is another thing. Like, some people might say, like, recognize, like, here's the thing. Maybe God is giving you discernment about, like, maybe you're the man and your wife is battling anxiety. And maybe God is giving you discernment about what the root, like, what is behind that. But it's not helping you pointing out what the problem is. So maybe what we can do is ask our Father, what are some strategies how to love this woman in getting the victory? How to not, like, point out what the problem is, but how to bring the solution to serve her, right? If we're going to love like Jesus loved, if the man is going to love the woman like Jesus loved, he actually got down and, like, washes her feet, and how to love her and lay down the life. So what might that look like? So, well, I know as a woman, probably most of us women and my sisters really need some extra help in feeling like we're beautiful. And, you know, it will be different for different women in how to move the man to do that. But I was thinking about, you know, like this morning, some things that were coming to my mind were like just ministering to her around some of those areas where we see maybe she's struggling, and speaking her identity over her. Asking the Lord, how can I love her in a special way in this area so that this stronghold is broken? Show me how to minister, how to get up under her with love to minister to her in this, rather than pointing out that weakness and, like, kind of leaving her alone of, like, you need to deal with this. This is a problem that you have. But really asking God, how can I join you in ministering to this woman that I love to be part of the solution? You know, your eyes have a great authority, men of God, because the King who sits in the throne of judgment scatters all evil away with his eyes. So even just you looking at her with the eyes of love in your kingship and your authority might just drive all that away from her. So there are different strategies that God shows us in his word, different things he can unfold. But God knows particular things to bring up for your special bride, or ladies for your amazing husband, to bring him up into his authority and to continue to position him up in his throneship of rulership. So may God continue to heal marriages and heal hearts and minister to lives, and love, love, love. Perfect love casts out fear, and perfect love casts out anxiety. And love hates evil, but understands that there's a strategy that God has for that specific woman or that specific man to join God's heart to minister love to drive the enemy's kingdom away. All right. God bless. Bye.